Hello, this is the Provoked Prawn, and this is a video on one of my favourite things that isn't actually tech, and that is these metal posters that you can see here. These are Displates. Now, I've done a video previously on Displates, and these are not sponsored. This video is not sponsored by Displate, but if they want to sponsor me, please get in touch, because I have an addiction to Displates that is getting very expensive and out of hand. These are metal posters that you can stick up on your wall, and they're held in place with a magnet system. I've done a video previously on how that works and how you install them, but it's basically a sticker which then has a magnet on top of it that you'll see in a minute, and then the metal plate sits on top of that. So you have a metal poster with various different designs, and as you can see there are loads of them, and I love using these as backgrounds to my videos and just for my room because I think it makes everything look really interesting. It also means that I can get Marlon Brando on my wall looking at me like he's not too sure about my life choices and what I'm spending my money on or what I'm doing videos on. And here he is, just glaring at me as I unbox some more Displates. Now, I purchased these recently in a sale that Displate had where there was about 30% off. So they regularly have sales that are worth checking out where you can get a discount code that gives you money off. And the more you purchase, the bigger the discount you get. And so I went and spent a lot of money on a number of other Displates, and the idea here is that I can keep these in my room and then easily change the setup of my Displates so I have a new design on the wall, so that interesting setup for future videos. So in the box, as standard, even if you bought one, you get the plate itself, you get the sticker that you can stick on the wall, which basically protects your wall from damage, and then a magnet that sticks to that. So there's a protective leaf sticker, and then the magnet that sticks on top of that, and then the Displate itself. And obviously these are available in a number of different designs, and just to show you just the sheer difference in them, obviously we have a Bob's Burgers one here, and then there's an astronaut, and this is the extremities of my sort of taste. I also have Archer, and something danger zone, and obviously you've seen some of the other ones. You can get film ones, you can get just sort of abstract sky, nighttime, space ones, you can get gaming ones. I've got The Witcher, Hitman, Rainbow Six Siege, all sorts of other designs. Now these are not cheap, and they vary in price depending on the size. So these are the sort of standard size ones, they're not large by any means. But just this package of 4 cost me about £120, and bear in mind that was with a discount as well, so they're not cheap. But you are getting a very premium poster that's obviously very convenient, because usually if you mount a poster on your wall, you want to take it down at any point, you've got a problem in that you've got blue tack or tape or whatever else you're using to hold it up on the wall. Or if it's a picture, you're mounting it with a hook. With these, you obviously have the flexibility to take them down and swap them out. So if you get a collection, as I am doing, I can change them around, and I'll show you a bit more about that later on. Also, each one does some things like when you buy them, they plant trees, so you're doing a bit for the environment, so you can justify it that way, make yourself feel better about it, make yourself feel better for spending money, and maybe if your other half's moaning at you, you can say, look, I'm saving the environment, also my room looks awesome. I justify it to myself because I want to create a varied background. So this is a behind the scenes look basically at how I do videos and things that I think about when making videos. I'm aware that the background in my video might look the same a lot of the time. So you might have noticed, if you're a regular viewer on the channel, I have a lot of mouse mats that I've been using lately to add some variety to what you're seeing. And I also try and vary up the background of my videos, and Displates is one of those ways that I can do that. Now inside the box, as well as the plates themselves and the things to put them up, you also get some other things. So you'll see there is a QR code that you can scan here. You can then put in the code from the Displates and get a story about it. Some of them have an interesting background in terms of the artist design. You also get a 30% off voucher, so if you want to buy more, if you're quick and you're the first person to see this video, you can probably use this code to get a discount. I'm not going to use it because you only have a 30-day limit on it, and I've already just spent a load just before Christmas, so I'm probably not going to use it. So good luck. But you managed to use that code, get an extra discount. It's well worth checking out. I'll leave a link to the Displate site in the description. As I said, I'm not sponsored. I don't even have an affiliate link set up with them, so I'm going to get nothing out of this video other than just showing off what I enjoy, and that is these metal posters with awesome designs on them. And there are all sorts of designs as well. It's worth noting that the designs regularly change as well, so some of the ones that I've covered previously, or even some of the ones that you see on my wall, you might not be able to find on the site. So if you see one that you like, I'd recommend getting it before it goes out of stock and they don't do it again. They also run a number of limited edition ones. There was one for Kingdom Come Deliverance, which was fantastic, which I unfortunately missed out on because there was a limited run on them and I never managed to get my hands on it, so I'm very sad about that. But I have some pretty nice ones. I'm really pleased with these ones. I really like the Bob's Burgers one, and if you're a Bob's Burgers fan, you're probably a fan of Archer as well. Now here I'm going to show you the simplicity of how you go about removing and reinstalling them. Now what you'll notice is you can't see the stickers that are on the wall. That's because we painted over them. So there are actually protective leaf stickers underneath the magnets on here, but they have been painted blue because I figured I probably wouldn't be taking these Displates down at any point, so it wouldn't matter. But normally you'd have the protective sticker, then the magnet on top, and then you can just position your posters wherever you feel like. And the bonus of this is if you have many, you can swap them out. Obviously, if you've got two, you can then switch between them at some point. So you can just change up the look and feel of your room or the area. For me, that's ideal because it means I can vary up my video backgrounds a bit more. But even just as a standard thing in your bedroom or in a living room or wherever, it makes a nice little view. And you can obviously just swap them out and it's really easy to do. Now, there are some downsides to these posters. This is the matte finish posters. And I think they look fantastic, but they are remarkably easy to damage. If you pay attention to some of my videos, you might even see it on The Godfather. It's especially prominent on Sledge from Rainbow Six Siege that you will have seen earlier on in the video. If you drop these posters, or if you aren't careful with them, you will find that sometimes the paint and the design comes off in the corners. So you might see some of it in some of these older ones. I've got a Hitchhiker's Guide to the Galaxy one, for example. It's probably one of the first ones I got. Marty McFly from Back to the Future, and some other ones. And with previous designs, the way they were mounted on the wall, they didn't have the protective sticker, and I'd mounted them on a wall that was a bit too porous, and so some of them fell off and then hit the floor, and they obviously risk damaging things because they're metal, but also they damage the posters themselves. So I recommend holding on to the packaging that they come with the cardboard leaves in between, because you can use that to separate them out and make sure they don't press against each other. And that will ensure that they don't get damaged over time, and also they just stay in that perfect condition. And that's another thing when you're opening them up as well. Be very careful. Don't use a knife on the front to take away the cellophane wrapping, for example, because you might cut and destroy them. But these pictures are fantastic and a wonderful thing to purchase. This has been the Provoked Prawn. Thanks for watching.